Hello and welcome everyone. Victorian age, as Charles Dickens hints at, was a paradoxical age. It was the best of time and the worst of time. We had great optimists and also we had pessimists living in this era. We had the great industrial revolution on one hand, on the other hand, poor people were starving and suffering. All these aspects find apt presentation in the poetry of the age. Literature is indeed the reflection of the society and it presents every aspect of it quite truly. So today, Test Reading Club members are here to read out to you some poems of the Victorian era. Sit back and enjoy along with us. Over to Preeti for the first poem.
Meeting at Night by Robert Browning. The grey sea and the long black land, and the yellow half moon large and low, and the startled little waves that leap in fiery ringlets from their sleep. As I gain the cove with pushing prow and quench its speed in the slushy sand, then a mile of warm sea-scented beach, 3 fields to cross till a farm appears, a tap at the pane, the quick sharp scratch and the blue spurt of a lighted match, and a voice less loud through its joys and fears than the two hearts beating each.
The next poem, The Lost Mistress, is read by Eamon. Now I would like to request Eamon to start the next poem.
Lost Mistress by Robert Browning. All's over, then. Does truth sound bitter, as one at first believes? Hark, it's the sparrow's goodnight twitter about your cottage eaves, and the leaf birds on the vine are woolly. I noticed that today. One day more bursts them open fully. You know the red turns grey. Tomorrow we meet the same. Then, dearest, may I take your hand in mine? Mere friends are we, well, friends the merest, keep much that I resign. For each glance of the eye so bright and black, though I keep with hearts.
Sorry for the interruption. We'll be sharing our screen shortly.
For each glance of the eye so bright and black, though I keep with heart's endeavour your voice, When you wish the snowdrops back, though it stay in my soul forever. Yet I will but say what mere friends say, or only a thought stronger. I will hold your hand but as long as all may, or so very little longer.
Porphyria's Lover by Robert Browning. The rain set early into night. The sullen wind was soon awake. It tore the elm tops down for spite, and did its worst to vex the lake. I listened with heart fit to break when when glided Porphyria straight. She set the cold out in the storm, and kneeled and made the cheerless grate blaze up, and all the cottage warm, which done the rose and formed her foam. Withdraw the dripping cloak and shawl, and laid her soiled gloves by, untied her hat and let the damp hair fall. And last she sat down by my side and called me. When no voice replied, she put my arm about her waist and made her smooth white shoulder bare, and all her yellow hair displaced, and stooping, made my cheek lie there, and spread over all her yellow hair, murmuring how she loved me, she too weak for all her heart's endeavor to set its struggling passion free from pride and when her ties dissever, and give herself to me forever. But patience sometimes would prevail, nor could tonight's gay feast restrain. A sudden thought of once so pale for love of her, and all in vain. So she was come through wind and rain. Be sure I looked up at her eyes, happy and proud. At last I knew Porphyria worshipped me, the prize my heart smelled, and still it grew while I debated what to do. That moment she was mine, mine fair, perfectly pure and good. I found a thing to do, and all her hair in one long yellow string I wound 3 times her little throat round and strangled her. No pain felt she. I'm quite sure she felt no pain, as a shut bird that holds a bee. Ever wryly oped her lids again, laughed the blue eyes without a stain, and I untightened next the chase about her neck, her cheek once more, blushed pride beneath my burning kiss. I propped her head up as before. Only this time my shoulder bore her head, which droops upon it still, the smiling, rosy little head, so glad it has its utmost will, that all is scorned at once is fled, and I, its love, am gained its speed. Porphyria's love, she guessed not how her darling one wish would be heard, and thus sit together now, and all night long we have no still, and yet God has not said a word.
Our next poem, A Daughter of Eve, is read by Kamal Jilly. Sorry.
A fool I was to sleep at noon and wake when
And wake
night
when night is
is
chilly,
chilly.
beneath the comfortless cold moon, a fool to pluck my rose too soon, a fool to snap my lily. My garden plot I have not kept, faded and all forsaken. I weep as I have never wept. Oh, it was summer when I slept. It's winter now. I waken. Talk what you please of future spring, and sun warmed sweet tomorrow. Stripped bare of hope and everything. No more to laugh, no more to sing. I sit alone with sorrow.
Break, break, break by Alpha Tennyson. Break, break, break on thy cold grey stones, O sea. And I would that my tongue could utter the thoughts that arise in me. Oh, well for the fisherman's boy that he shouts with his sister at play. Oh, well for the sailor lad that he sings in his boat on the bay. And the stately ships go on to their haven under the hill. But oh, for the touch of vanished hand and the sound of a voice that is still. Break, break, break are the food of thy cracks, O sea, but the tender grace of a day is dead will never come back to.
That's all for today. We are sorry for the technical problem created in between. As we are reading online, we are all prone to technical issues. We hope that won't be repeated again. And thank you for your support. Hoping to see you next Sunday. Bye bye, everyone, and have a nice day.